Leo, hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Tina. This is your weekly tarot reading. This one is for April 26th to May 2nd. I have a lot of energy today. Forgive me, I'm going to get straight into your reading. Down below, if you want, there is a timestamp. It'll bring you straight to the cards. I do pull two layers. The first layer here is going to give us a general idea of what energies are available to you this week, what's coming towards you this week. And then we'll go in, we'll clarify, and pull a second layer. All right, Leo, this is for you, April 26th to May 2nd. Okay. I'm going to stop here for you. King of Pentacles is at the bottom. Knight of Pentacles is here too. That's a lot of earth energy immediately. Three of Pentacles. Oh my God, Ten of Pentacles. The Lovers. So there's a lot of grounding energy this week. Ooh, things are changing. And you're just kind of trying to find your footing, I feel like, amongst these changes. And really just trying to stabilize yourself, it feels like. King of Pentacles is at the bottom. That's certainly what it feels like. Recent past, you have the Moon, overall energy, Wheel of Fortune. You know, the Moon, something here, they're like you entered a period where like it was dark, right? Like you couldn't see the light. Something was scaring you here. Things may not be so predictable with a certain situation, and you don't know what to expect. And it starts like if something feels like it's not going your way, and it's just like you get a little scared here with the Moon. However, Wheel of Fortune is here this week, and I feel like now you're kind of like, it is what it is. What can I do? Because that is the Wheel of Fortune. This is universal forces at play here. That's, you know, the wheel's turning. Changes are here, but for me, it's usually a positive sign, a very positive omen that things are starting to turn in our favor. But things are changing, no doubt. Knight of Pentacles is the current, one moment, is the current energy. Let me just give it a little cleansing here with my sage for a moment. Knight of Pentacles is the current situation. This is about really like also again grounding yourself. Okay, there we go. It's really just about grounding yourself. Maybe you've got to put in the work right now, and it's like for something brand new, and it could just like there's something about it that just feels a little difficult. It could be like tedious. It could be kind of boring with that Knight of Pentacles. It could be repetitive and not exciting, right? But with all these pentacles, Three of Pentacles is in the challenge position. This is about either working together with somebody and that being hard and saying like, I don't know how we're going to be able to build something together here. And that's like in the challenge right now. And maybe there is something when it comes to some group dynamic here. Things are changing, things are turning, right? Or it's about you putting in that work this week to bring about whatever these changes are. But your focus here is all about the big picture. You got the Ten of Pentacles here. It's about your own legacy, right? It's a card of family too, and so that's here. It's a card of all the things that we pour our energy into in our life and how they pay off in the big picture, you know? You know, the choices that we make when it comes to our careers, the choices that we make when it comes to our health, when it comes to our relationships. That's the Ten of Pentacles, right? It's wanting all of that to pay off in the long run. And again, thinking of what we leave behind, what we can give to others, how we can take care of others. Your approach here is the Lovers. So this is you really following your heart. But you can also feel like you're at a crossroads here, and you just like, you got a tough decision you need to make, and you really are like listening to your higher self and being guided by it with the Lovers. In your environment, Ten of Swords. So something here doesn't feel good in the environment. You know, maybe we had a painful ending here, or the environment just doesn't feel supportive to you this week, and it's just like, it's making you feel like you just need to regain your strength, right? Instead of supporting you, you could feel like it's draining you. But I would not think about that too much, honestly, because coming towards you is such a beautiful energy. We got the Star, one of my favorite cards. I have a few favorites though. Wheel of Fortune, even the Tower, the Star, Ace of Cups. But anyway, Star is coming towards you. This says that you're able to start seeing the light. You're able to start having faith again, right? And again, I feel that anyway. Wheel of Fortune is here this week. You're starting to embrace the changes. At the very least, it is what it is, right? That is the Wheel of Fortune. It is what it is. All right, let's go in and clarify. But I just think it was difficult and you just needed that, like, a little space to kind of ground yourself, right? Especially when you're navigating the dark, you don't know what to trust. Like, you know, like grounding exercises are like, if somebody's having an anxiety attack, they'll say like, all right, take 5 seconds, name 2 things you can see, 1 thing you can smell, what can you hear, you know, is there anything you can taste? So this way it kind of roots you back to reality, right? Those are grounding exercises. All right. Clarify these energies, please, for Leo. Let us see. Okay, I'm going to stop here for you. The Sun, your energy, the happiest card in the whole tarot. All right, let's see. Ace of Cups did come out. I think there is a real, something here needs to be released, but something in the environment does not feel good. Not at all. I have to say, something in the environment does not feel good. Yeah. Something did end here. It did. It did. And I think whatever that was, it just didn't feel good, really. Recent past, you have the Moon and the 10 of Swords. So it's repeated, right? Whatever this ending was, it just, or you're afraid of it, right? You're afraid of it ending. You're afraid of what happens next. You're afraid of the unknown, right? You're afraid of, like, before this, you were able to predict things. You knew who was by your side. You knew where you were going. And now recently, it's more of the unpredictable, unknown energy, and that kind of scares us. We don't know what is to come. I think we're scared of an ending here, or an ending here has brought out the Moon energy. Like, I don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? It's kind of like that. But they're there. That being said, it put you in this place this week with the overall energy being the Wheel of Fortune with the Hermit. Going within, soul searching when it comes to these changes. When it comes to the changes you want to bring about. When it comes to what your fate is, what your destiny is. But the Hermit is saying, like, thoughts were overwhelming and you took some time out. Needing a break from everybody. From all kinds of distractions and superficial things. And saying, let me do some serious soul searching. Let me look for the light within. Let me find the answers within, right? Because you've come a long way. You have. The Hermit doesn't have white hair for no reason. It is to indicate you've already climbed a mountain here. And now you have to really think about the whole journey you've come from. And the journey you want to enter, right? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Current situation, you have the Knight of Pentacles and you have the Ace of Cups. I don't know, opening your heart, learning how to open your heart in a new way, letting something flow here. And maybe you got to take baby steps with the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe you don't pour your heart out, but you can slowly start opening it and releasing it, you know, showing up in a different way, little by little, baby steps with the Knight of Pentacles. You know, he doesn't make leaps and bounds, small steps, small, all of a sudden, big changes, right? That's the Knight of Pentacles. And in the challenge position, you have the 3 of Pentacles. You also have the 3 of Swords here. So, something here. You got 2 10 of Swords. You got the 3 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles. I think you just feel like something ended here, or there is a pain or a fear here that's not allowing us to grow together. Or you're saying you can't. But this pain is in the challenge position, right? Something here also needs to be released. Forgiven or put behind you, you know, anything along those lines, but just anything that allows you to kind of not be living in the past. And so it does feel like we do need some kind of healing here, so to let something out of our hearts here, to speak of some pain or hurt, anything like that, right? It's really interesting. Your focus here is very clear, though. You got the Ace of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles. You're thinking clearly. You're very clear, I think, now on, like, what you want your life to be, what you want your legacy to be, who is family, right? Very interesting. Or you're like, I need to really, you know, with the Ace of Swords and the 8 of Cups, maybe you need to communicate something. And maybe it's like, you know, it's not easy because you've never communicated it before. You've never known how to, right? Maybe it's a new way of communicating because it is an Ace of Swords, right? And so something about it is very new and it's not easy, but it's on your mind and it's your focus. Your approach, you have the Lovers. Clarifying that, you got the World. I feel like you're following your heart here. You're definitely using your intuition. You feel like you're at a crossroads and you're making a decision here, I think, to let a chapter here close. You know, the world says it's about letting old cycles close out so that new cycles can come in, so that you can enter a new journey here. But the reason you're able to close the door is because you're saying, you know what? I've outgrown this situation. There's kind of nothing left for me here. It's time to move on. And I think you're there with the world. I think you're able to integrate the lessons you've learned from this big journey that you're coming from now. And you're like, lessons learned. You know, I've gained so much from this experience. I've climbed the mountain. I think it's time to move into a different path now. And with the Lovers, you're definitely making a healthy choice, it feels. In your environment, what can I say? Something here is not good. We could have had something behind your back with the 7 of Swords. You got the 10 of Swords here. So I feel like something could have definitely happened behind your back. You know, 7 of Swords is a card of hidden dishonor. Sneaky, you know, shady, you know, just somebody not having your back behind your back, not being loyal to you behind your back, right? Especially it just almost feels like backstabbing for some of us, but just not good. Like, it's not healthy. Not healthy at all in the environment, right? There's an energy of cutting our losses, but still kind of, like, look at the 7 of Swords. They're leaving a situation, but they're still looking back. And so that's still here. It's like trying to release something so that we can leave it in the past. Coming towards you, though, is beautiful. Very beautiful. You have the Star and you have the 4 of Wands. So I really feel like you're starting to see the light again. I think you're going to start seeing some of your hard work pay off. Maybe you reach a milestone, even within yourself, even within your journey here. But I think you're starting to see hope and faith again when it comes to some foundations here. When it comes to some stability in your life, I think that stability does come through with that 4 of Wands. And then the Star again says you're starting to have hope and faith again in a situation or an area of your life where you felt like you didn't have it, especially with the Moon, right? That's navigating the dark. This is finding the light in it. And that's what's coming towards you. And with the 4 of Wands, what a beautiful energy. You got the 11-11, right? Yeah, it's a card of marriage. But it's a card of strong foundations. It's a card of reaching milestones. And it's a card of actually seeing our hard work pay off. And so that's really great. I'm going to leave it there for you. Hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, hit like, hit subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. As always, thank you. And I'll see you all next week for my regular weekly tarot readings.